Hello, everybody, and thank you for sticking around for this one-shot episode that we're going to have. This is episode 12.1. It is the Korith condition, is what I've called this. And this is our introduction for Korith into our lovely little game here. So, Knightley, thank you so much for joining us and joining into the campaign.
It's been a pleasure. I am so happy to be doing this.
All right, so here we go. Out along Deep Rock Coast, in the Azure Sea, the Visetra slowly clips along. The Visetra is the ship that you had all become part of, that you had joined. Korith, you had joined the ship 3 weeks prior as hired muscle. Your backstory, your history has been well known throughout this area of the sea as part of your background of pirating with your past love to call. So they have known you, and they wanted you to join the ship. And you joined the ship to help defend, because there's been some things that have been going on out in the sea. It's a little crazy. Killiko. You were hired muscle out of Neverwinter. You've been on the ship for probably about 3 days. As the captain who had approached you, he was super concerned about the upcoming leg of his journey and for dropping you off. Gaston, you and Neri had both been hired by a traveling merchant to defend him and his cargo, as he has been taking ship to ship and city to city as he's making his way towards, I believe it was Baldur's Gate is where you said you were heading.
I have no idea where he was headed. He was just a traveling merchant. I never said where he was going.
Okay, well, you're heading to Baldur's Gate.
Okay,
eventually.
Works for me.
And Vessel, which is Matt. We'll start with you.
It's dark.
It's dark. And last time you recalled, you had sat down on a crate, on a box, or on a crate at the dock, just to rest. And for some reason, it seems you were loaded onto the ship as cargo. Now, you weren't quite understanding of how this happened, but being of a Warforged nature, something is definitely awry with the situation as you were being loaded as cargo. There could be something going on. Right now, you are in a dark room. What would you like to do?
Am I restricted by any kind of container?
Nope. You were just basically kind of standing in place.
Okay. But do I have... I don't even know if I have this. Features? Do Warforged have, like, dark vision?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. No, racial traits not listed. Okay. So, I guess I'm going to... Crap, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. I'll reach up and I'll touch my forehead, where I've got my little inscription thing, and I'll cast light on my forehead so that it's like a headlamp.
Okay. You cast light on your forehead, and it illuminates the underside of the cargo hold that you're in, and you assume that you're inside a cargo hold because outside you hear the crashing waves of a ship. And now hold on 1 second here. Let me turn down that, and let's get us a little bit more appropriate sounds here.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you are outside. Or you're not outside. I'm sorry. You're outside.
You sank.
Bob. No.
Wow, shit, that was easy.
You're in the underside of the dock on the or underside of the dock. Wow, underside of the cargo hold. and light is illuminating this entire room. Roll a perception check right quick.
Perception. Ooh, I'm proficient in that. That's 7.
7? Okay, it's not
Good work.
That's my proficiency.
You see a lot of typical cargo boxes that are stacked up behind you and around. You seem to be standing in some sort of a straight line. As you turn around and move your hand back behind you, you hit something metal.
Okay.
So you're gonna turn around and look. Behind you, you see probably somewhere in the neighborhood that you could estimate maybe 20 to 25 metal-styled constructs. Not exactly sure what they are. In fact, roll an intelligence check.
Here's a quick question. Do they look identical to each other?
Every one of them are identical to each other.
Are they identical to me?
No, but there is slight resemblance. I mean,
okay. As long as they're not like perfectly identical.
No, they're not. They're perfectly identical to each other. Versus you, there's not. But you could say that if there was a stupid enough dockhand that wouldn't understand what he was doing, maybe he could make a mistake.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and roll your general intelligence check.
Rip. A natural 1.
Wow. You have no idea what these are, but they are all metal and they are all standing in a line. And there's a lot of them.
Snap. Do they appear to be inert? Like they're not?
Oh yeah,
they're not
moving.
actively moving around.
They're not moving.
All right, I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can find an exit to this cargo hold. Maybe get out of here somewhere.
Roll an investigation check.
You can do it, buddy.
God, 6.
Oh, you can.
It's okay. It's super easy for you. You turn and you look towards the opposite direction. There is a large metal mechanical lock that seems to be placed onto a door. You walk up and to approach it, and after poking at it for half a second, literally from the backside, this is easy, you pull up a little lever, and the door opens up. Pardon me. And you find your way out. Upon closing it, there now seems to be it's almost as if it were hidden into the wall. You don't really see the seams of the door there anymore.
Interesting. So it's almost like it was it's attempting to be a hidden door.
Yes.
Do I see any kind of handle or locking mechanism from the outside? Since I was just interacting with it?
Yeah, since you saw the location, there's a small little cutout in the wood where you suspect that's where a key is used.
Okay. Is this still inside the hull of the ship, or does this lead out onto the deck?
There's a stairway that leads up onto the deck. There's a door that leads to your left, and a door on the right at the end of that little section of the hallway, and then stairway going up.
Screw it, I'll just climb up the stairs.
Okay, you go up the stairs. As you walk up the stairs, you enter in sections of like the crew quarters and the mess hall for the ship. This is the underside of the ship where basically everybody seems to live. Nobody seems to pay you much mind as you walk up.
Here's a question. Am I in my robes?
You are dressed as you were at the dock.
Ah, gotcha. Okay,
So-
I wanted to make sure they didn't take my stuff.
Nope, you were dressed as you were. So you were completely fine.
Gotcha.
And at this point, you make your way up onto the top of the deck and you begin to kind of walk around to take note of your surroundings. And Korith, you suddenly see someone you do not know walk up onto your deck of your ship that you're protecting.
Have I seen Warforged before? Do I know who he is?
I tell you what, roll an intelligence check for me. And tell you what,
All right.
I'll give you two options. You can roll intelligence or history on Warforge, whichever will be better for you.
They're the same. Let's see. Natural 1.
Natural 1? You have no idea who this or what this thing is. It's probably dangerous.
All right, Scimitar's out. I'm having one poking right at him, saying, "What the fuck are you?"
Okay.
This is going great so far.
Speak up, mate.
Okay, she's pointing her swords at you.
I'm just gonna slowly raise my hands and be like, I have no idea where I am right now. Hi,
Let me get an insight check.
I'm Vessel.
Okay, she's gonna inside
I'm
check.
not even
you.
listening to this one. I'm just trying to figure out what he is. And it's pointless because, obviously, but I got 10 on insight.
10 on insight. Nephrax, either roll a persuasion or deception check, your choice on how you want to play this out. You got to beat a 10.
I'm assuming you mean Vessel.
Or Vessel, I'm sorry. What did I say?
Nephrax.
Oh, that's. Oh, I mean, on the
Suddenly
overlay, it
Nephromax
says
walks across the bow of the ship.
Whee!
I have no idea why I'm here.
Vessel. Vessel.
Cast all the dead.
That's a little better. It's a 12.
12. Okay, you beat it. So whatever you tell her, Korith, you're going to accept it as fact.
Right.
Okay. Vessel?
So I literally have no idea where I am right now. I was working on a dock and took a break and woke up downstairs.
And how'd you manage that?
You've got me.
Yeah, we should talk to the
How did
captain.
your crew manage to load me into the cargo?
Well, someone's going to get fired. I'm gonna take him to the captain.
Okay. Vessel, you going to go willingly?
I don't resist.
Okay, you don't resist. Okay,
Smart.
as y'all walk along on the deck towards the captain's quarters, Killiko, you notice, am I saying it right? I've already forgotten. Is it Killiko. Okay, sorry. Killiko,
Like a ColecoVision.
yeah, Killiko.
Exactly.
Killiko. You notice Korith is escorting someone you hadn't seen before towards the captain's quarters.
And I am not pleased.
She is. And,
Okay, so then I'll just fall in line behind and just kind of stay behind him and to her side
okay.
a little further back.
Okay.
About 5 foot back.
All right. Korith, Killiko.
Kaliko.
All right, Kaliko. Sorry. Dude, this is like.
I'm gonna go get his ColecoVision and just put it next to him and be like, right here, look at this.
Hold on.
Just
hold
point
on.
at it.
There's a way for me to do this so I can remember the character. Normally I have character sheets in front of me. This is I'm playing blind at the moment, so where's my campaign right quick? All right. Kaliko. Oh, okay. Tari, Kiliko.
Yeah.
Kiliko. Okay. Korith, you notice Kiliko come up behind you and join you in escorting this thing to the captain.
I pay him in mind.
Okay. You'll make your way to the captain and knock on the captain's door. The captain inside. Come in.
Then I come in. Actually,
Okay.
I escort him in and then come in after him.
Okay, so you enter into the captain's chambers, and the captain's behind his desk. He looks like he's plotting out some few of the stops that are going to be coming up soon along the coastline. And he looks up and he goes, "What's the problem?"
I still my starts out and said, Captain, since we have an accidental stowaway here.
Stowaway? Let me see. And he turns and he gets up and he walks around the table, and Vessel, he walks up to you, and what you see is a massive half-orc of a man with huge tusks protruding out of the bottom of his jaw, and a large red coat with black trim and black pants, like cloth pants, and large leather boots. If you were to imagine anything of a typical pirate captain, this is what a typical pirate captain would look like, except he's a half-orc. And he approaches you and he goes, "How'd you get aboard my ship?"
I appear to have been loaded into your cargo hold. There was a bunch of robotic men down there.
You see his eyes get super wide when you say that. And he goes,
Would I know this?
"Huh?
Would I know what the cargo was?
No. You would not know this. In fact, roll an insight check for you against the captain.
Okay. 11.
Totally notice him get really freaked out about that, and concerned. His expression has changed, and he looks at you, and then he looks at you, Vessel, and then he stops and turns to look at Korith and Kaliko, and goes. He points at Kaliko and Korith and goes, "You two, out, get out. Let me have a word with this man."
And I slowly back away, concerned. And I'm just going to sit by the door and see if I can eavesdrop.
I'm standing in the door frame.
I'm pushing him to the side.
The captain looks and goes, "Close the door.
I'm gonna just
This
have
is
it like
private."
slightly open.
You're gonna leave it open a little bit.
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
Sweet. Okay.
Will that account for me as well?
Yep, roll a stealth check.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's 18 for stealth.
5.
Damn it, Korith! I said close the door!
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first time. Dumbass. And then I just shut it down.
Okay. Captain looks at you, Vessel, and goes, "Listen, you can't say a word about that, or I'll throw you overboard right now. You can
What does it
stay
say?
on my..." Huh?
Sorry, do I know where the cargo is?
No, you have no idea. You've just been straight up muscle. You have no idea what the ship is running.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. So Vessel, he looks at you and he says, "You can't say a word. Nothing, or I throw you off the ship now. Agree?"
Can I stay on the ship and just get a ride to wherever you're going?
"Yes." "I will take you." He goes, "I will take you to Waterdeep. From Waterdeep, you can get back home. However, nonetheless, you know nothing."
Sounds fair.
All right. And he goes to shake your hand. And you clasp his hand?
Yeah.
Okay. You clasp his hand, and inside his hand, he seems to have some metal objects.
I close my hand.
When you shake, he leaves such things with you, and you look down at your hand, and there's like 30 gold there. So we having a cold.
Okay. I don't see why not.
Okay. At this point,
Add them gold to my inventory.
okay. he looks at you. He goes, "Okay. You're free to go. If you want to join the ship's defense, Korith, who's probably standing outside the door right now, will be your boss. You can help defend the ship. If not, the crew quarters is where you can stay. If you defend the ship, I pay you more."
I'll assist in the defense, but I don't need a bunk.
Okay. Fair enough. Your boss is outside. Tell her I sent you to her.
Okay.
Now get out.
I head out to meet her.
Okay.
What did he say to you, mate?
Pardon?
What did he say to you, mate?
He said that if I assist in the defense of the ship, he'll give me passage to your next port. So apparently I work for you at the moment.
Good. In that case, you're going to show me where the cargo was. I don't like the way he looked at it when he mentioned it. Mate, if you know it's for you, you'll do it.
Can I ask her to make a persuasion check against me?
Well, this can be intimidation because
tell you
I had that part.
Okay,
well, that's
here
fine.
you go. Korith, you roll intimidation. Vessel, you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll.
Not to shit in your pants.
Hold on. You're gonna roll. You need to roll a. I guess it would be a wisdom saving throw. Would that be correct? Would you say that would be fair? A wisdom saving throw, or would it be?
I thought it'd be charisma because of charisma. Basically. No, you're right. It would be wisdom because I have a thing where I can make
Just
people
roll a wisdom saving throw. What? Wisdom?
My favorite font in Windows.
Wizarding.
You rolled a 6?
I rolled a 3 and then I had +3 on intimidation.
All right, Vessel, what'd you roll? You got to beat a 6.
Fucking dice.
Should I tell her ahead of time that I'm a cleric?
Nobody knows. Y'all haven't shared any stories about who you are or what you are yet. Just know that you're. Suddenly appeared
just
on
nightly.
ship. Oh,
Nightly, not her character. 22.
okay. Your
You know what I'm
persuasion.
dealing with.
You see what you see from him is a stoic, non-emotional response, and it doesn't seem like he's going to crack and show you where to go. Something the captain had said to him is making him stoic in this situation.
Fine. And I grab Cliko. Come on. We need to find this.
I pull away from her.
Whatever.
But I'll follow.
Keep going.
I'll
Okay,
follow.
okay.
I'll pull away, but I'll follow.
Okay, so you two continue on. Vessel, do you plan on following them to see, or are you gonna wander off?
I will stand on deck within the staircase I came up from was eventually unloaded right on top of the deck, right?
Yes. It's like
I would like to stand.
It's tiered. Like you walk downstairs, then there's a section for opening, then you walk downstairs again, and then there's more for the traditional cargo hold, and then any other, like the brig is down there, things of that nature.
Out of my coming upstairs, do I know roughly how far it is from the door to the deck?
From where you were, from the door downstairs that you came out of to the deck? Yeah, you'd get a good sense of that. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 to 90 foot.
Jeez.
You're going.
All right, I will
you're going
stand-
diagonal, so
Yeah.
it's a
I'll
large
stand
ship.
at the top. I'll stand on the deck, but at the top of the stairs. Kind of off to the side.
Okay. Okay, maybe not 90, we'll say 75. So we'll say it's
Okay.
75. So you're going to stay there. Okay. Korith and Kiliko, y'all wander off down the stairs. You have no idea exactly where he came from downstairs. You just knew he came from downstairs. And in the process of walking around, you run into run into a passenger that had boarded your ship out of pardon me, I forgot right off the top of my head. Shame on me.
This is what notes are for.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Neverwinter. It's a small gnome rogue by the name of Gaston. You've had a couple of encounters with him before. Mostly of him kind of just snooping around, seeing what's the ship is like, but nothing dangerous. They've paid their fare and they've been good. So you see Gaston kind of walking around.
Hello.
Okay, I'm gonna
not my
approach
voice.
Gaston.
Did you say you just step on him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach him.
Oh.
Step on gas.
Step on Gaston. No one's questions like Gaston.
Let's see if I remember his voice.
It was hey.
That was not his voice.
Well, I can't do your look. You have a much deeper voice than me, so. But it was a gritty.
We kind of do voices. That's why I just kind of like do like stereotypical things without actually doing the accent.
Hello. That isn't it either, but I'm gonna go with it until it comes
All
back.
right, that works.
You're like, crap, I have to commit now.
What time is it?
Huh? What time is
What
it?
time is it? I'm not asking him, but like.
Oh, it's
It's about 4 plus 5. Sorry, go ahead, Daniel.
no, I was gonna say. Oh no, she asked you what time it was. It's fine.
I think. Oh, you're asking me? I
No,
haven't
no.
It's asking you, Daniel.
Oh,
That's gonna be DM.
it's midday.
Midday. All right. Good afternoon, mate.
Hey,
I've been seeing you snooping around. Would you happen to know where the cargo is?
I know where our cargo is.
And Gaston, your cargo was loaded in the traditional cargo hold of the ship.
Yeah. There's something wrong with our cargo?
Take me there, mate. Maybe.
I know who she is, yeah.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
she's muscle.
Is there something wrong with our cargo? Should I get the merchant?
Don't worry about it, mate. Just take me to it.
You're awfully bossy.
My job. Like,
That's
give him like a toothy grin.
It's a lot of teeth. I give her an equally toothy grin. It's normal teeth. All right. I guess we'll
Kinda
go
like
down there.
that, nudge him.
All right, I guess
Appreciate it,
I'll
mate.
lead her down to where we store our cargo.
Okay. You lead her down into the traditional cargo hold, and you take her to your cargo.
I make a grand gesture. Our cargo.
Is there anything suspicious?
I'm sorry.
I'll tell him that we found somebody skulking around down here, and we're just trying to make sure that there's nothing else going on.
Are you alluding to the fact that we may have smuggled people aboard?
All I'm saying is there's somebody that made their way to the top that shouldn't have been on the ship to begin with.
And Ellie's board's tighter.
Did I know about the smuggling?
Do what?
Did I know that he took people on board? Is that maybe making that connection?
We're definitely not smuggling people aboard.
You can make an insight check against him.
All right. He's a different dice this time. Four.
4. Go ahead and roll a deception or persuasion roll. Gaston.
It's natural 14. I'm sure it's like +6. or
You've
some
already.
shit.
Yeah. All right, Korith, you believe him. Whatever he's saying right at this point in time, that's fact. You're pretty sure that he's a paying customer. He's obviously not smuggling people.
Listen, ma'am.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
We,
Hi, everybody.
we,
All right,
we transport a lot of goods. I don't know what the merchant deals in. All I do is protect his goods and make sure they get where they're going unmolested. And these are what we
Okay,
have
I'm
here
gonna,
in
like,
this
kinda, like-
section.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder, like, thanks, mate, and then leave. And try to contemplate about what the fuck is going on.
Korith turns and leaves the cargo hold. Kiliko, you turn and leave with her. Suddenly you hear, or suddenly you kind of feel the ship beginning to slow, and you all make your way up onto deck. Vessel, you're already standing up on the deck, and you see the navigator who is at the navigator who is a a human, calling out to the ship, to all the crew, trim the sails, get ready to come to port. And there's a small village that's off in the distance that you can see from the coast that they begin to slow. The ship begins to slow and make its direction too. It looks like this might be the next stop, but from what you've heard in the past, Waterdeep is it's a huge city. This is a small village. And y'all begin to slowly trek in towards the village, and after a minute goes by, 2 minutes, the captain bursts out the door. Why are we slowing down? What's going on? And then the navigator on the top of the ship, which his name is Vulcan, stops and goes, Captain, it's our next stop, Saltmarsh. The captain turns and goes, No, we are not stopping at Saltmarsh. What the hell is wrong with you? Haven't you heard about Saltmarsh lately? And the navigator turns back to the captain and goes, No, Captain, what are you talking about? And the captain goes, Quick, trim the sails back to full. We've got to make sure we get out away. The navigator's completely confused, and everybody else is. They don't seem to understand what is going on, what it could be that's going around Saltmarsh. And in that short amount of time, unfortunately, you see slowly crawling up on one side of the deck of the ship, little green fishmen crawling up over the deck. And in that small instance of time where the ship broke speed,
Boy.
two. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I get this pronunciation right. Sagwin climb aboard the ship. And if you give me 1 second, I will switch us over to our new battle map. So
Yes! I was right.
we'll flip over here, and for everybody else who's watching right now, nope, that's 3, I think. Yeah, there we go.
That is awesome!
Welcome to our new battle map and our new
That is
tech.
so cool! Watching moving? It's crazy.
You all stand in
Shit.
astonishment
Cool,
as
cool.
two Sagwin begin climbing up onto the ship, teeth bared, shouting at the top of their lungs. You see the crew freak out and run towards the bow of the ship.
Don't get your hand wet.
Sploosh. No.
as the ship begins to listlessly steer by itself as the navigator has abandoned his position. Which way's front on this booger? There we go. Sorry. The Sagwin look out, and the captain is standing out on the ship, and they look towards the ship and they go, "Give the secrets. We know secrets." It's broken common. Horrible common. But they seem to know that, or seem to be under the impression that there's something secret amongst this ship. They want it. They want it bad. So, what I need everybody to do right now is roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ten.
I have to pay one up for Korith.
Yeah, I don't have one right now.
Hey, y'all's audio is really glitchy.
Is it?
Yeah, like
Hold on one second.
Daniel's audio was glitching the entire time that the map was up.
There, it should sound better now.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're good.
much better.
Also, Korith, can you move your microphone closer to your mouth?
Like that. Like that.
It may be set as a laptop mic.
19.
Oh, yeah, it might be using your webcam microphone. Check rendezvous settings.
Oh,
It'll be in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Under setting, the little gear.
right. Yeah.
Make sure it's set to your headphones. If
It totally
what
is.
you're using. Oh, it is? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. How's this?
Oh, that's so much
That's
better.
better.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, so much better.
Okay. So, you see the two Sagawin who had climbed onto the ship and shouted out for the call for secrets. Oops.
The second one are the ones that are like on the middle of the ship.
No, they're the green ones over there. This is us.
This is. I'll tell you what. I need to take this one off. There. I had one too many people.
That is so cool.
Okay.
I was,
So
I was hoping you let me bring Neri.
no, Neri's in guarding the merchant.
Beautiful bastard.
Okay. So, Kiliko, you are yellow. Korith, you are going to be blue.
Heck yeah.
Gaston, you're red. And then Vessel, you're green. Okay? Help me remember this.
Okay.
Because the color association is broken right now. But
It's okay.
you see them there. They seem to be prepped, and they begin to slam their spears that they have onto the deck, going boom, 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 boom. And they will roll initiative as well. All right.
This is so fucking awesome.
Right? I love that it moves. It's like actually animated and stuff. That's really cool.
Very cool.
Let's see. Where is it?
Breaking into a whole new frontier, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad the shadow doesn't cast on the minis.
Yeah. I'm working
It's
on
a good
stuff.
day to be a nerd.
All right.
No,
so
that's good
we have-
because now we can see where the minis are.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
contrast is good.
All right. So we have Gaston. We have Korith. We have Vessel. And then we have the Sahwagen. I cannot pronounce their name to save my life. I'm going to say the Fishman. The Fishman.
I was gonna say, yeah.
The fishman.
The Fishman. The Fishman has come.
Fishman.
All right. so. And they are staying at that. Okay. So they are. All right. I need 25 to 20.
23.
23 for Gaston. 20 to 15.
19.
I need 15 to 10.
10.
10 to 5. 5 to 0. What'd you roll?
2.
2? Oh, man.
That's
Two.
a cleric roll for you.
That's a clerical. All right.
Yeah, that's definitely clerical.
All right. So, let me make my adjustments right quick for my. There we go. And. Okay. Here we go. First to act. Gaston.
Oh, cool. All right.
What did I say, Gaston? What did I say your color was? Red. Let me do this.
Red.
And Kiliko, I said you were yellow?
Yellow.
What's my movement speed? I don't think it's very good.
Right. And if there's a ledge there, you're going to have to do acrobatics to go over the ledge. Otherwise, it's
Ooh, cool.
go through the stairs. You're going to have to treat it as it's actually there. There is... Okay, that's the mast. Yeah, so that line right there is the mast. But if there's like stairs like on the backside, you have to treat it as stairs going up. All right. Korith, I said you were blue. This will help me remember. And Vessel, I said you were green.
Correct.
I can't hear you.
I'm using all my movement besides 5 feet to bonus action dash to that dude.
Okay, so you bonus action dash and you get to the guy.
Yeah, and I'm going to attack him. And I get sneak attack damage. Because fucking rogues are dope. That's if I hit him.
Oh, you're swashbuckler because you're by yourself when
Yeah.
one-on-one.
As long as nobody's 5 feet, within
Yeah.
5 feet of me, I get it.
Okay. So roll your attack.
It's 15 plus numbers.
15 will hit.
All right. That's,
15 plus numbers will hit.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on, that's not all of it. 15 damage for the first hit.
All right. So we are labeling that one number 1. So 15, so that leaves that much life.
And I'm about to use my last feet to jump back.
All right, so you jump back 5 foot. Okay. All right, so you do that. All right, Kiliko.
Okay. So the one that he just attacked, I'll
Yeah.
pull my crossbow out.
Okay.
I will attack it.
All right.
That is 14 plus 5,
That'll hit.
19.
19.
All right, so D8 plus
Oh,
3.
that 19 was your damage. I was like, oh,
No,
shit.
no.
Be
No,
great.
no.
Rogues do it from behind.
I would have gotten 19
Giggity.
had you have stayed in melee.
Yeah,
I could have snuck up and done something.
yeah.
But that's okay.
Traditional rogue versus swashbuckler, bad combo.
That's all right.
What
We'll
damage
make
did you
do, but I do 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, you take your crossbow, fire, hits. That one's looking pretty rough right now. Now it is the turn of the seamen,
Oh, no.
the Sahagwin.
course.
Okay, so
Of course.
you see the two of them go. One of them takes a beating. Ah! Slam, slam, slam. They've not stopped. And on the back side of the ship,
Oh, boy. Ah!
3 more
Hmm.
attack from the backside. And they will 5, 10.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I need to look at this.
Ah!
All right, so 2 are going to attack you, Gaston.
I see that.
And all
No
right,
one acts like a stun.
no one goes down like Gaston.
Oh, no, he's got
Oh.
okay. He's pretty good.
Last to the captain Gaston.
If he goes down there, he'll come save him.
All right.
Can. Keyword can.
They are gonna do. Let's see. All right. This one is gonna take his spear and try to stab you. That is a 6.
That's definitely not going to hit.
All right, so then he's gonna try and bite you.
Oh, no.
That's a 12 plus 3 is 15.
Not going to hit.
Not gonna hit. All right, so he tries to stab, and you just whoop, because you're small and you're nimble, so you just slip out of the way there, and then he goes to try to bite you, and you just duck. You know, he goes for your gut, so you suck your gut in and push your hands out above it, and just kind of slap him in the head, like, no, don't do that. He just misses again. All right, the second one is going to now take an attempt to stab you with his spear. That's a 12 plus 3 is 15 again.
Nope.
And he will try to bite you again.
Don't stop believing.
Just matrixing over there.
17 on a
Oh,
bite.
just hits.
17 hits on a bite. All right. So he bites you for 2 points of damage.
Ow. My bones.
All right, so that's those two's turn. Now there's 2 that is attacking Vessel. Let me use my copper ones here for the bad guys. Let's see if this is any better. All right, so 4 attacks on Vessel. Vessel, that is a 6.
Miss.
For a bite, that is a 10.
Miss.
Yes. Go back to my other one. I'm rolling terrible.
No, keep using that one. This is good.
Oh, there
I
we
tried
go.
that. It didn't work.
The other one, that is a 21 to hit with a spear.
Oof.
Just barely hits.
Just barely hits. All right.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That is
Wow.
3 points of damage.
Rip.
Hold on, who's getting?
Alright, I'm dead. No, I'm just
Vessel.
kidding.
Okay.
Vessel just takes 3 points of damage, and then following up with a bite. 14.
Miss.
All right. So, making contact with the underside of your rib cage with the spear, it kind of just grazes across it, but enough to where it's just hitting damage. They both go in with their bites. You just kind of smack their head away. You're like, no, bad fish people. They seem super unintelligent, but nonetheless, they are attacking. So far, Gaston, they've made an attack. They've landed an attack on you, and they've landed an attack on Vessel.
Yes.
Okay, so lastly, this last one is going to attack Korith. Korith. That's 14 to hit.
Hits.
Ouch.
Okay, I'm sorry. You kind of cut out there for a second. Did it hit?
Yeah.
Korith.
Uh-oh. We've lost your voice.
I
did
can hear her.
Yeah.
I can hear her.
She said
Oh,
yes.
hold on.
It hits.
Did you mute her?
Hold on. It's not you.
Oh, we lost everybody's voice.
We lost everybody's voice because the TV suddenly turned off. That controls audio, and I need that audio.
Yeah, you guys can. We just can't.
Yeah, that's my
You
bad.
can't silence me.
There we go. Okay, 14. Did that hit?
Yes.
14 hits. Okay, so that's a spear, and I am going to do 3 points of damage to you, and then 5. I think
For the
5
hit?
misses. That's a 5. That's a
Yeah, it
5-2
misses.
hit. All right, a 5-2.
Yeah,
hit.
that misses.
All right,
And I'll be using superiority dice to repost on it.
okay.
So that's a roll to hit first, right?
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Yeah. Come on, Korith. Natural 14, so I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. All right, so superiority dice with my d6.
What is she, like a swashbuckler rogue or something?
I believe she's a fighter.
She's a fighter.
Yeah. But I'm not a fighter. Whew. Got it. Let's see. So that's 13.
13. All right.
Yep.
So there. Okay. So that's the end of their turn. Now, Korith, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go for the one that's hitting me. Natural 20.
Natty 20. All right.
Crit.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage and then double damage. Or double dice.
All
I
right,
should
sounds
say.
good.
Double your dice roll.
Double your dice roll and then
Double
add
the
your
dice.
modifier if you have a modifier.
All right. I do. Got my strength 1. All right. 12 for the first attack.
12 damage.
Yep.
Okay. You turn, and with both your scimitars, you completely behead the
Yes.
Sagwan. You just shrink, and you see its head go boink up in the air. It just kind of cruise for a second, and then bounce across the deck.
And I have the biggest grin.
That one is dead.
Good job.
All right. You still have.
Was that
movement.
12 before the crit or after the crit?
That was as the crit.
Oh.
I had 8. I rolled a 4, doubled that to 8, and then plus 4 modifier.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
So there you go. All right. So you can still move if you so desire.
Yeah, because I actually have another attack. So I'm going to go against the one that was close to that one. And I'm going to go from the second attack.
Do you
flanking.
want to? I'm assuming you want to move into a position where you can get advantage for flanking.
Heck yeah.
Flanking.
Okay. So yeah,
That
you
would be
move into a
awesome.
flanking. You move into a flanking position on him, and now you have advantage on your attack.
Okay, I'm going to be like, you've gone to the wrong ship, mate. And use menacing attack
All
with
right.
my superiority dice. So first, well, hold on. I'm gonna roll the hit first. First one was 11. Second was a 2, so 11 plus proficiency, so that'll be 13.
13 will hit.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do the menacing attack thing.
Okay.
So that's a DC 14 wisdom check, and then
Alright.
if he fails, then he's scared of me until my next turn.
All right.
I keep losing my dice. All right. Let's see.
Wisdom
7,
fails.
11.
11 points.
All right, 11 damage, and he's scared of me.
11 damage, and he is terrified of you. You see it in his eyes. Suddenly, while they seem to have had the drop on you, suddenly things have turned for the worse right now, and his eyes are just massively freaked. So, that ends your turn, and we'll move on to Vessel.
Oh, hey, all right.
That's
all
what
right.
Vessel says. It's like, oh, hey, all
Oh,
right.
hey, all right.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
All right, I am going to start by casting Bless. And I'm going to cast Bless on I don't know the characters' names. Sorry. On Knightley, TJ, and Curtis.
Okay, so Calico, Gaston, and Korith. You are all blessed.
Yeah,
Nice.
whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add 1d4 to that number.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so that's your action.
And that lasts for a minute.
It's also concentration.
Don't get hit.
Yes.
All
Ever.
right, so, all right, so that's your action.
Okay.
You can move, and if you have a bonus action.
Let me read this real quick. What's the range on this? Oh wow. Okay. Question for the DM: when I cast spiritual weapon, is it able to attack the first round?
I think
Yes.
so.
When you cast it, it can attack on the first.
Yeah. Because casting spiritual weapon, you're using it as your bonus action, I believe, right? You can cast it
Correct.
within
30 feet.
30 feet, so wherever you want to cast it.
All right, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
And what's your spiritual weapon?
My spiritual weapon is a giant steampunk tome that's like a foot wide by 2 feet tall by like 6 inches thick.
Nice.
Okay.
And
All
it's got like metal bracers all over it to hold it shut.
Okay, and where are you casting spiritual weapon at? Are you casting it to to your right or your left? Or
I'd like to cast it directly to the left of Knightley. What's your character name?
Korith.
Sir.
Korith?
Yes.
Korith, yeah. Put
Okay,
it right
so
there. What the
there's
heck
your
is
spiritual
that?
weapon. That's your spiritual weapon. It's your giant
I don't
tome.
even know what that is. Okay. And I'm going to get it to attack the one that Knightley just injured.
Okay, so roll your attack.
I think he wants it on this.
Well, he said to the left.
This is a level 2.
This would be her left, though.
I thought he said his left.
All
Her
right.
left or her left?
Yeah, which stage
No,
left
her
or
left.
stage?
Her
Okay, yeah.
Her visual left.
between above the green guy.
Right
Oh.
here.
Yes, right there.
I had it in the
Where you had it originally.
That's her. That's her
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Left
What is
to the
his
screen.
attack?
Stage left. Stage left.
Sorry, thank you.
It's all right.
What is the
That's one I
spiritual
put my
weapons attack? Is it just a straight roll?
It should tell you on your character sheet.
It should be your attack plus spell modifier.
Yeah.
Use your abilities, Matt.
Oh, plus my spell modifier, my spell
Yeah.
attack modifier, right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
believe so.
Oh, okay. Holy shit! Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Roll damage, double dice.
Whack,
Pretty-
whack, whack.
Pretty sure he's dead anyway, but I'll roll dice. On hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Okay. 1d8 plus my modifier. That's a 4 plus 3, 7.
7.
Wait, no. 4 doubled 8 plus 3, 11. Because it was a crit.
Okay, so 11 damage.
Yeah.
Wish.
All right, so yeah, that one takes. It's dead. Your tome just lifts up into the air and goes, yeah, smash! And then just there's fish guts everywhere.
Excellent.
I kind of look to Vessel and like, nice.
All right. What is to my stage left?
There is.
Because I can't see it. It's a little fuzzy.
This right here is a
Mask.
monster that needs to be attacked,
Yeah.
and then deck that continues on.
But I mean, is there any obstacle in my way other than moving
No.
that direction? Like, am I gonna have to climb over anything?
No, nothing you have to climb over.
Okay.
It's all clear deck.
I would like to move left 5 feet so that the monster is between me and my book.
All right. It is between you two.
All right.
All right, that's
I'll
Vessel's
stay
turn.
there.
Gaston.
I'm gonna attack. Which was the first one that I attacked? That one right there. Okay, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I won't get my sneak attack damage. It sucks. Yeah. Oof. 11.
11 will miss.
All right, I'm hitting it with my bonus attack. God dang it. 12.
12 hits.
Oh, good. That'll be I don't think it's a ton of damage. 8.
8.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Oh, cool.
This one was looking pretty ratty to begin with. So you just you look, you take your knife and you're like, stand still. Bah! You stab and he just kind of falls out of the way. And you're like, no, stand still. And then you just stab him like ever so lightly again, and it's like he's like and just slowly crumples into the ship.
Okay.
Boop.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay,
I'll stay there.
you're gonna stay there. Okay, Kiliko.
Okay, so the one that Gaston is currently engaged with,
Uh-huh.
I'll use my movement to move around into position.
15 feet. I've moved you 15 foot. You got a clear shot. If that works for you.
I want to go ahead and get in melee.
Oh, you want to get melee.
Yeah, go ahead and take me around to melee.
25 feet, you are in melee. You are
I'll
in
pull out my
range.
rapier,
Okay.
and since he is engaged, I will sneak
Sneak attack.
So that is a 17 to hit.
All right, 17 will hit.
All right, so that's a
Convergence, you're right. Dollar Shave Club razors. That is Vessel's tome.
dollar shave. What in the hell is going on here? All right, so D8. That is a 7 plus 4 is 12 plus sneak attack is
2d6.
holy crap. 23 points of damage.
Nice.
All right, you slide up. You actually slide up behind him somehow. And
God.
he's not even paying attention. He is completely engaged with Gaston, arming his spear. He is so ready to stab. And then you just slip your dagger under his neck, and he not really noticing it, and you just whoop, pull it right across. Man, just instant death. Bah. Bah. He falls on the ship and he rolls as his green blood just spills out onto the deck. Dude is dead.
Rogues fan.
As I see this, I'll be like, hey, nobody sneak attacks like Gaston.
I just nod at him.
All right, so at this point in time, it is this Hahagoon. And after seeing this mass murder that had just taken place, obviously I needed to. I thought this was going to be a balanced battle, but apparently y'all are pretty badass. So
You do have two rogues. That's a dangerous combination.
so they
That's true.
this
Very
one
true.
completely bails on the situation.
Attack of opportunity.
20, and then he is going to dive over the edge. So go ahead and take your attack of opportunity. He's diving over the ship's edge into the water. So there's 2 attacks of opportunity. They'll go ahead
It
and
is
roll your damage.
16,
Roll your attack. 16 will hit.
16 plus something.
You're going to hit.
Didn't I already use my reaction though with post?
No, 'cause
This
you
is a
went-
new turn.
Yeah, you went out. Yeah, it was before you.
Oh,
moved.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
Oh, 16 plus 6.
You hit, and
13, I think.
13 will hit as well. So y'all roll damage.
Okay.
I do I do 8 damage.
8,
I do 9.
9. All right. He looks like he's on death's door as he's bleeding horribly, but he still managed to dive over the ship and then land in the water and begins to float 10 foot away. That's as far as he's gotten.
Can I rush it? Oh, we're still in turn. Okay.
Yeah, that's his move, and then he is going to go ahead and that's his move, and he's going to use another action to dash. 15, 20, 25, 30. So he has swam that far versus the ship's actual continuing to move in the opposite direction. That gives him an additional at 20, so it's an additional 10 feet at this time. So he is way over there. At this point, it is Korith and then Vessel.
Yes.
Y'all's turn. So if you think you can try and catch him, or you can let him go. It's your
So,
call.
because I'm a dick, I'm going to get within 30 feet of him.
Uh-huh.
I gotta start making notes. Korith
gonna
is a dick.
He's been very rude.
No one messes with my shit.
What's your movement? Where are you?
30.
Where are you? You got 30? So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 feet away.
Even with 30 feet movement.
Even with 35 feet of movement. Or with 30 feet of movement.
There's only 2 people there.
Then I can't do anything.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah, only the rogues with their dash for their bonus action would probably have a chance to catch. Y'all are too far
Yeah.
away from the edge of the ship.
No, we're not.
All
No, we're
right.
not.
Go ahead.
Somebody's got some cleric spells. I know how far those reach.
All right. So are you gonna move 30 feet?
I'd like
and
to
try catch him?
move. I'd like to move as far as 30 feet to the banister will take me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're right behind Korith.
What is my distance?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55.
55.
Yep.
55. All right, stand by. Where did that go? Here it is. Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, that's 60 foot.
Guiding Bolt. That has a negative 120 feet.
120 foot,
Yeah.
that's right. All right, so you're going to guiding bolt up the butt. As the popular saying is, roll your attack.
That's a new one for me. Roll my attack. Where did my numbers go?
On your sheet, it's your spell attack modifier. D20 plus spell
Spell.
attack.
Okay. God.
Better learn your clerics.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna be a 13 to hit.
13 to hit will hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roll damage.
All right.
Rip.
That is 4d6.
Phew, rip.
Oh my god.
It's a damn
There's
good
still
spell.
a chance. There's still a chance.
What if he gets all ones?
Yes.
It's gonna set off a grenade in the water.
I did not get all ones.
All right, he's dead.
Yes.
Damn.
That's 10 damage.
Yeah, you throw your hand around Korith's shoulder and says, "Hold on 1 second," and use it as a brace, and
Yeah,
then
I got this.
boosh, like a cannon, you blast your divine energy out across her shoulder, and Korith, your ear kind of rings for a second. You're like, "Oh shit!" And you see this bolt of light go, just straight through the air. And you see it kind of swimming,
That's-
trying to get away. Going,
That's radiant damage, by the way.
he's like, boosh! And you see a giant splash of water, and then there's just meat. There's meat chunks in the water as the ship continues on. He's blown to bits.
Creed pointed something out Don't forget the next attack against that guy has advantage now.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Advantage on the meat chunks.
Your advantage was the fact that he got blown into meat chunks.
I throw my boot at him.
Gaston runs over to the edge of the side and throws his
No,
boot.
I didn't throw my boot. I need those boots.
You lost a boot.
No.
Vessel. I ask again. What are you?
Me?
To me?
He's talking
Oh.
Vessel. He's talking to Vessel.
To Vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what gnomes are.
I'm a deep gnome.
Hold on. I've got an answer for this. Hold on. Wait, where's here it is. Here it
They're
is.
warforged,
Got
aren't
it.
you?
Pardon?
You don't know what a warforge
Like
is.
I
though.
know you are, but of course doesn't.
Yeah. You have no idea what warforges are, though. You rolled in that one.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking him again. Seems canon.
I'm sorry, I lost the information. Here it is. I'm an idiot. Okay. No, that was me personally, not my character.
The cleric. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
No, I'm just gonna look at her and say, I'm a cleric of Lathander.
I just nod. Leave it at that.
All right.
Let's call him a robot in my mind.
You see, at this point in time, things begin to calm down, and we're going to go ahead and switch back over. Out of battle.
And as soon as we can start taking short rests now.
Yeah, this is at this opportunity you're gonna have.
Cool.
You'll have an opportunity to take a short rest. You see the captain run back. He grabs the wheel of the ship and then spins it, and the rest of the crew begin to return to their places, and you hear the captain barking out orders. All right, you motley pieces of shit, get back on the ship and we move forward to water deep. We don't stop at Saltmarsh for this reason. And the navigator goes, and you see off in the distance, the navigator and the captain are having a conversation at the. It seems animated behind the wheel as the wheel of the ship as the rest of the crew slowly begins to disseminate back to their positions on the ship.
I'm gonna go to the captain.
Okay, you approach the captain, and he stops his conversation with the navigator and looks at you and goes, "Good work, Korith. I appreciate somebody who can take care of business." Looks at the navigator.
It's doing my job. But Captain, those things said something about secrets. And I know that you didn't like whatever that robot was talking about.
Ugh,
What
Warforged, please.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I'm correcting you now.
Are you even near me?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You just hear from across the thing. I'm a warforged.
The captain turns to you and goes, "Listen, I appreciate your sword, but that's all I appreciate about you. It's in your best interest to forget about what was said. You hear?"
Understood. I just walk out thinking that I'm not paid enough for this.
Okay. The captain returns back to chewing the ass of the navigator as you kind of begin to hear him say, "Listen, you piece of shit, when I tell you..." He just drones on and on and on, yelling at the navigator. At this point in time,
And I'm greatly missing my own crew.
you are very much so.
Yeah.
You all begin to disseminate and go back under the dock of the ship. After a very easy battle for your side, as you begin to wonder why exactly there are fish people talking about secrets on a ship, and you begin to wonder what exactly it is going on in this ship. And you all, over the next day or so, we'll say it's maybe 2 or 3 days that pass as you slowly begin to crawl your way towards Waterdeep. You all join in at the mess hall, all sit at the table to reminisce about your battle and how you cut off his head with both of your scimitars in one blow, and Kaliko's stealthy slice across the neck, and you all begin trading war stories of what happened. It was a super exciting encounter. But then again, conversation turns back to what's going on with the ship. What's going on here? And Gaston, you're really interested in this because if there's an opportunity for money to be made somewhere, you're probably going to be involved in that.
You like money?
So you all sitting around a table underneath the deck at the mess hall, and you begin to discuss what's going on. So it's open for you to discuss. Does that make some adjustments?
So, if you think there are secret stashes on this ship, I bet we can find them.
Aye.
The problem is, you may end up finding something you don't want to find.
Whatever it is, those things want it. And I don't know why the captain insists on keeping a secret, but it's endangering the crew.
Sometimes knowing the secret is worse than not knowing.
Not if it kills you. I say we search the ship and try to find what's going on.
Well, I am good at looking, and I'm guessing Kiliko is there too.
Oh yeah, you are all, even Vessel. Y'all are trading war stories as that battle was kind of a bonding point for you two, or for you all.
Hold on, what is Kiliko? Because I don't think we even know what you are.
At this point in
That's
time,
true.
all you've known him as is a hired muscle. That most recent hired
can
muscle.
we see him? Can we tell that he is
Like the
a
race.
human or like a?
Oh yeah, you
ogre?
can see his
I
race.
am,
Go ahead.
as I appear to you now, I am human.
Okay,
As you appear to us now. Interesting.
that was cryptic.
Foreshadowing.
Well, I bet big here, big, tall, and spooky over here can help us search the ship too.
I'm here to make a bit of coin as we travel from place to place. I'm not opposed to digging around a little bit, see what I can find.
Hey,
And you, and I turn to Vessel.
Tin Man.
You know where they are, where this is, don't you?
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
I have an idea.
Would you rather be attacked by more of those things? Or do you want to stop this?
I think at this point it's pretty obvious that this is a bad idea. Carrying these objects in the hold.
Then you'll take us to him.
I mean, yeah, if you want me to.
Are we all in agreement then? We stop this before it begins.
I'm curious as to what you think is happening. We were just trying to get robbed by fishmen, but I'm down to steal. If there's money to be made, I'll get it.
Those things are talking about secrets. We need to figure
Everyone
that
has
out.
Secrets. I have secrets. Questionable human over there has
Fair
secrets.
But none of those secrets are trying to get us actively killed.
I'm going to stand up from the table. And I'm going to start walking towards where I remember the door to be.
I'm gonna follow him.
Like, I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going to go.
Okay. So Vessel stands up and begins marching out. Does everybody follow?
Yep.
I'll grab the rest of my sandwich and follow after.
Okay. Gaston's munching along. Okay. Are y'all doing this overtly or stealthily?
Gaston only has one mode of transportation. That's stealthy.
So
And
everybody,
I will
Probably should.
be stealthy as well.
okay.
Yeah, I'll try.
So everybody's gonna do stealth. Gaston, you're gonna have disadvantage because you're eating a sandwich.
Eat it quietly.
Eating a sandwich.
Would this be considered rocky terrain?
The ship?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Rocking, but not rocky.
Close. Close.
Oh, Nightly.
Lol.
You
Okay.
fall down the stairs. God
Okay,
almighty.
so Gaston roll a disadvantage. Everybody else roll stealth checks. Tell me your stealth.
Thank fuck my stealth is so high.
A natural 1? Wow. Oh yeah.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
I mean,
by the
it
way.
is. It's
Yep. You're wearing
accurate.
heavy armor.
Well, I'm not wearing heavy armor. I am.
You are heavy armor.
I rolled 21 for stealth.
21.
To be fair, I would have had a 23.
But you have.
10.
A sandwich
That's all right.
and mustard on your face.
You're pretty sure that you're stealthy, Gaston. But boy, howdy. That Dragonborn, clank, 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 just
You're not even-
scimitars bashing together on her back.
You're not even wearing
Shush,
armor. Will you be
shush,
quiet?
shush, shush.
I'm wearing leather.
Vessel,
in a
Oh
coat.
my.
what was your stealth?
7.
7. Just the same, you're going chunk, chunk, chunk,
I'm
chunk.
not alone.
Walking down the stairs. What you turn and you see the or as you're walking down the stairs, a door opens in front of you. It's a tall firbolg that you have known that you know is Yelric, and Yelric is the first mate of the ship, the right hand of the captain. He's been in the captain's quarters, pretty much going over transactions that they've been having, pretty keeping the books. He opens the door and he looks at you and goes, "What are you all doing?"
Making a lot of noise. What does it look like?
Apparently so.
We're practicing sneaking. It's not going well.
You're doing a terrible job of it. Aren't you all supposed to be on deck protecting the ship?
Is the ship under attack?
Not right now.
Also, no. I don't work for the ship.
That's true, you don't. What the hell are you doing towards the cargo hold?
I have cargo in here.
Oh, that's right.
Do you mind if we go in and inspect the cargo?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm glad that came to me as I was talking. Oh, good, my persuasion.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, good, not bad. Persuasion. 17.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there shouldn't be a problem. You can go check it out. And he looks back at you, Korith, and goes, what are you doing? You're supposed to defend the ship for sure.
She's making sure I don't mess with anyone else's cargo.
Oh.
Yes, I'm grabbing both the cargo and the merchant. We don't know if any of those things got on board and
So
stayed on board.
you all are just escorting him down to the hold, huh? To look at the cargo?
We're friends, and I'm gonna be honest with you. What's his name? Do I know him?
Yelric. His name is Yelric. You've met him once
Yeah.
before, but you don't really know him.
Look, listen, Yelric. I know this is gonna sound a little weird, but I'm afraid of the dark, and I don't really like going down there by myself.
Roll the persuasion check.
With advantage, because that's true.
Yes.
Ooh, good. That's 19.
Huh.
Nice.
Never heard of a deep gnome afraid of the dark.
Well, if you've seen what I've seen, you would be too.
Okay. Y'all be careful. Closes the door and goes back inside.
Bye, Yelric.
Bye.
Nice, mate.
Finger guns her.
Give a slight chuckle and keep going.
Oh. Okay, so y'all continue on down into the bottom of the cargo hold. You take him to a position where the traditional cargo hold is to get to from the stairwell is off to the right. So you take him to the left, the section of that you were hidden upon.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, not me.
Not you, but Vessel. Okay, Vessel.
So I will point out the really small hole in the wooden panel.
Make a perception check right quick. See if you remember where it's at.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
I'll make sure you remember where it's at.
Matt?
7?
Yeah, you find it.
I mean, it wasn't that long
It takes
ago.
you a minute. You point at one knot and you kind of poke at it and you're like, oh, no, it's not that one. And then you move to the next knot and you kind of poke at that and you're like, why is it just coming out? And you move down to the other one and you're like, oh, yeah, it was a slit in the wall. And you're like, oh, here it is. And you point at it.
And as the leader of the bodyguards, I guess I'll go in first.
How you opening the door?
Just-
There's no door there, just
gonna-
a little slit.
Oh, is there? Oh.
Yeah, it's just a
I'm
little
gonna-
slit.
You want me to take
I'm
it
gonna
out?
get.
If only we had rogues.
Look, I'm getting to that.
Vessel explains to y'all. He goes like, "I think this might be a keyhole."
Heck, all right.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna
was gonna-
let Curtis have this one. He's also a rogue. You got some tools over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend that he does it. It's like with my own experience of having a rogue on board.
I do,
All right,
and I make my way past.
Yeah, I get out of the way.
Kaliko
I don't give you the opportunity. I'll walk over you.
pushes you aside, steps over you, in all sorts of ways through the people. Just like because it's kind of a tight hallway, so you just like push, step over. You're like, okay,
We don't
I'm
really
good.
have a choice. We have to step on each other.
I don't like being crotch high with all these people.
Okay, so that is a 18 plus what?
Wow. Natural 18.
Natural 18.
Jeez.
So plus 6 is 24.
Ooh, okay, you take your tool, you spin it in your fingers, and you go, wah, and throw it in there. Take the other tool, spin it, wah, throw it in there, go, pop, 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 pop. Piece of cake. And you wedge it tight, and then you
And
begin
in Gnomish, I'll turn around and tell Gaston, no one picks a lock like Kaliko.
In Gnomish, I go, eh. It sounds the same in common.
Vessel and Korith, you suddenly hear, and you have no idea. Unless you speak gnome, you have no idea what transpired. But you see
I let it happen.
Kaliko wedge his tools, and then pull, and then a secret door opens. And then just...
All right, now I'm gonna go first.
I cast light on my forehead again.
All right, you cast light on your forehead and lead him into the hold of the ship. Let me turn that down.
As he does that, I turn to Kiliko and go like, I had to get me one of those.
One of him or one of the lights?
A headlight,
Yeah.
a headlamp, I should say.
All right, so you walk into the hold, and inside the hold there are crates stacked up on the right side that go back a fair distance, and on the left side you see a few more crates, and then from the shine of Vessel's head you see a little shine of gold in the distance.
I can't resist. I'm gonna go towards it.
All right, Korith moves forward.
I was going to say, I can see super well in here regardless of how dark it is.
Gaston has no issue seeing in the dark. No one sees in the dark like Gaston.
That's very true. Superior dark vision up to 120 feet.
All right, what are y'all doing?
I'm just following.
Okay, so you're following Korith.
I'm in the back. Behind.
Winkle.
What the hell is his name?
Vessel?
I'm behind Vessel. Yeah.
Gaston? You're behind Vessel. Vessel is Okay, so Korith, you just blaze off in front, and Vessel, you're kind of just standing there turning your head to make sure you can light her path as she continues to walk off. And
Hey, Korith? Korith, how tall are you?
I'm like 6 feet, I think.
You're 6 feet. I'm standing behind her, and I'm using my head over the top of her shoulder. I'm
Okay, so
I'm
you're
6
just,
foot
like-
10, so
Okay, so you're just walking over her shoulder, then lighting the way as she walks, and then Gaston,
Yeah.
you and Kaliko are pulling up the rear. As you get closer, you see shining gold metal, maybe brass inside, or copper, perhaps. These are some sort of constructs. I want anybody who happens to be proficient in history.
Nope.
How about
Nope.
Arcana?
Arcana, I'll accept an Arcana.
Awesome.
For everyone else, just make a general intelligence check. Vessel, you've already failed this once before, so you're going to get another attempt here.
I rolled a 2.
You still have no idea what the hell they are. You're just like, huh, I
Intelligence.
guess that's why they thought it was me.
17.
13.
11.
In all fairness, I am brass colored, by the way.
You're similar.
Yeah.
You just look different.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. Gaston, you've heard of these before.
I would be a gnome, so I'd probably know some sort of constructs.
You've heard of these before. These are nimble rights.
Ooh.
These are automatons that are created and can be used as many different things. Here recently, as words have been getting around, they're being used as war machines.
Interesting. I relay what I know about them to the group.
Okay. And you relay that information on.
Any thoughts? Should we toss these over?
I don't understand why he's being so secretive when these things are being so well known and used so often.
I'm gonna examine them. Are there any symbols on them that would like show where they're from?
Do an investigation check. And also, Kaliko, roll a intelligence check, and then also need an intelligence check from Korith. And then,
Oh shit!
yeah, that's it. I want both of y'all to roll
19.
intelligence. 19?
16 on intelligence.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your investigation check. Y'all know immediately why these are down hidden in the cargo hold. As they're war machines, running weaponry without permission from the crown or a writ of sale, of approval of sale of weaponry, is death. The captain.
I got-
Okay, go ahead.
16 on investigation.
16 on investigation. Okay. Y'all know for certain, Korith, you know for absolute certain that the captain does not have a writ for running weapons and sale of weapons. So that's probably the reason why they're down in the bottom of this hold, not being seen or known about. And you realize this as well, Kaliko. Y'all are certain that this is probably illegal, and
I'm certainly familiar with what illegal would be. So
super dangerous. Super dangerous if you are caught. For those who are in the know, I should say. So yeah.
Man, can you imagine? if
I'm gonna look at
someone sold
Korith
them
and
to
I'm
crime
gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her how strong physically is the captain
What do I
from
know?
your experience?
The captain. Okay. Yeah, Korith, you know from the captain, he is he's been known in his past as the as a let's see. What do I want to call him?
The Butcher of Bareth Bay.
No, hold on. Let me pull my notes right quick. I got too many mouse and keyboard.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
You have known the captain in the past, as he's traded war stories with you, as Gararash the Slayer. And his weapon of choice is a giant war axe.
Oof. All right. So he's like really buff and stuff.
He's a half orc. You suspect that maybe potentially could be a barbarian?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You could potentially be a barbarian. Be a barbarian.
Maybe he's eating some faces.
He's strong. And if you get him angry, even stronger. He is known as Garrosh the Slayer. And not sure if you've seen the lad, but he's very muscular, and he carries a war axe.
Seeing what I've seen and knowing what I know about what's going on here, I'm going to make my way out of this cargo hold.
Okay.
I look around for anything.
Where you going,
easy
lad?
to steal.
I will sneak out.
Okay, well.
It just vanishes.
I'm just... That's 18.
Way higher than my passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, just poof.
I'm gonna.
Everybody.
I
If the
think
captain gets caught at Waterdeep, then we will as well, by
not
association.
necessarily. We just work for the.
Not
guy.
if we're the ones to
I don't
turn
even
him
work
in.
for the- True that, and then let me throw a little scheme at you. We can make a lot of money by blackmailing him. He pays us. We don't turn him into the whatever the thing is at the dock. I forget now what they call those. The guy that checks in your shit. The dock master. There we go. He pays us a lot of money. We get off his ship. I'm getting off in Waterdeep anyways.
As am I.
And if he doesn't take it, he might try to kill us. Or we turn him in.
I think the better solution is not to tell him that we know it all.
And just let him walk around with these weapons. Illegal weapons.
No, immediately tell the dockmaster when we get there.
I
But what do we
agree.
gain out of it?
Think of it this way, mate.
Not going to prison.
He will pay us gold by keeping quiet. And imagine the gold we'll get if we tell the guard.
I have an inkling the guard in Waterdeep are a bunch of assholes.
Metagaming.
Sorry, I didn't say that. There may be a
What
reward.
do you say?
There may not be. Maybe the guard in Waterdeep are corrupt.
We already know that he's corrupt.
And we know we can get money from him. But it's just me. Apparently the other guy left.
Apparently the other guy left.
I don't see him. I don't know where the hell he went.
Look around, try to find him. He's not there.
So if y'all just
What's
want
he
to,
up to? I'm gonna go out and try to find him.
All right.
I guess that's a no on the scheme. Get Neary involved. He'll do it.
My vote would be no.
I look around for anything to steal that I can pocket easily.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh shit.
Typical rogue.
Uh,
Kleptomaniac rogue.
20. 20.
There's a fine looking hat right there.
Ooh.
Shiny, shiny hat.
I'm gonna snatch the hat.
You grab the hat,
I'm gonna stick it in my bag.
stick it in a bag. You have no idea what it does, but it's a nice hat.
I like hats.
All right. Okay. So, what do y'all do now? Are you all leaving the hold now?
I guess so.
I'm already on the deck.
With being the last one out, when I shut the door, I want to make sure it's locked and no noticeable tampering.
Okay. That's easy for you.
Yeah.
You are as adept as Kaliko on that. And y'all begin to make your way back up. You hear bells beginning to ring from the deck of the ship. Bang, 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 bang. Dark ahoy! You hear from the shout from up above as the lot of clutter of feet begin running around on the upper deck. What do y'all do?
I'm just gonna stare out to the sea and think.
I'm gonna meet up with Neri and make sure we're set to get all our shit off.
Okay. As y'all all begin to kind of slip away to make sure things are settled, the Visetra slowly begins to pull into port at Waterdeep. And as it slowly begins to dock, everybody begins preparing the unloading process, and you see the deckhands throwing ropes around the wooden stakes in the cobblestone, pulling the ship in close, getting ready to tie it down, loading different gangplanks out to there to begin unloading the process. And the captain steps out of his hole of his quarters and begins walking out onto deck and begins surveying Waterdeep. And across at a distance, you hear, actually, Kaliko, you hear this. Gaston, you don't, because you're downstairs with Neri. And Korith, you said you were on deck looking at the water?
Yeah.
Okay, and Vessel, you were... Where were you?
And all moments I'm on deck.
You're on deck. Okay. All right. So y'all also hear the captain ring out in voice. Let's see. Where is it? Zardox! Zardox, where are you? He shouts out across the vibrating desk. Vibrating as he shouts out across the ship. And in the distance you hear a little bit muffled, but you hear, "Ah, yes, I've been waiting for you." And you turn to take a look, and what you see in the distance is a tall elven man who has a large ship that is adorned with multicolors of purple and pink and white tints, more or less, as you could almost guess. And at hold on one second. Sorry, I'm also trying to pull up. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull up my. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. And there we go. Okay. All right. So Zardoz. I'm sorry. Not Zardox. I typoed. Zardoz, a man that's an elven man that's in the distance. He seems well dressed. A little bit of a top hat. Kind of fancy. He goes, "Ah, yes, Captain, I've been waiting for you." He said, "Please, come on over to my ship. I am very interested in what you've brought me today." And the captain begins to slowly make his way out into the dock and head towards the giant ship that is known as I've just lost it.
A ball buster.
The ball buster.
I forgot the name of it. Ball eater.
Ball eater.
No,
Yeah,
it's
ball
the
eater.
sea. Let me see. Oh goodness, why do I blank on
Sea
this
cucumber.
stuff?
Sea slug. Sea anonymity.
I did not write it down like a dork.
Sea urchin.
Gosh. The Sea
The
Maiden's
ship.
Fair. And Captain Zardoz, he is more or less kind of like a master of ceremonies. The ship itself is a gigantic circus ship, and there's tents that are littering the top of the ship. Those who are on deck roll a history check.
Oh, I suck at history.
15.
You've heard of it before. It's a ship that goes from port to port and puts on shows in each port for the people, for more or less just money. So it's a traveling circus. And Zardoz begins to make his way towards the captain, and then they begin to have the standing on the on one of the slips for where the ship has landed, and they begin to discuss and talk in hushed tones next to each other.
I go to the dock.
You walk out onto the dock, and at this point in time, Gaston, you go ahead and come up to the top of the deck of the ship. Neri's behind you with your merchant, as y'all are going to get ready to unload a portion your cargo to get it ready to load onto wagons that you had already prearranged to meet you at Waterdeep at this point in time, or the merchant had arranged for you to meet at this time.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see the conversation between Zardoz and your captain become increasingly heated. And then it gets worse. And then you hear the words from Zardoz say, "Fine, I will just take it myself then." And you see your captain
Turn into a horse.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
You won't even acknowledge my
He's already a donkey.
anymore.
He doesn't turn into a horse. You see him take. Zardoz pulls out a rapier. 1, 2, 3 attacks. And the captain. Dead. Immediately dead. On the deck. Or on the pier.
Wow.
And he looks up to y'all and goes, "Any more trouble?" And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I look at Mary and say,
Dang it. All right.
Always could have took that guy.
And we are going to do a little swap over here. Whoop. There we go. All right. Ooh, easy, Daniel.
This is a large plastic frame in the way.
Yeah, it's a giant plastic frame. There we go.
Seagulls.
I can hear the seagulls. Yeah.
They're also flying.
Yeah.
All right. So, Korith. Here. Gaston, you are on the ship. Kaliko, you were on the ship as well, correct? And
I was on the ship.
Vessel, you were still on the ship as well.
Yes.
Need my fancy guy. You know what? I want to do. Yeah, I'll do that. There's the half orc. There we go. All right. All right. So, as I roll a few things here, I need to.
Has there been a long rest since our last battle?
No, well, actually, yes, because it'd been a couple of days. So y'all are all back to where you need
Yeah.
to be. Unless you've cast spells during the time that you were investigating the hold, because that was not that long ago. So
That was a cantrip, so.
that's fine. Okay. So
Spell casting.
Shut up, nice.
let's see. Huh?
Said Narikov was casting spells, cheating at dice.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
That's what I was doing the whole time. You guys were doing stuff as I was just rolling dice.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of it didn't have anything to do with Gaston.
All right. So, yeah, that's that. They go there.
Except stealing a hat.
Oh yeah, what is that hat? Would I have had time to figure that out by now?
How to disguise.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my gosh. There are a lot of those.
No, there's not. People keep taking them.
That's okay. You'll lose it by the
Oh
time.
gee, I wonder who.
You'll lose it by the time you get to the tavern anyway.
What?
For when you,
Oh well, yeah.
because you never had it at the tavern.
That's true.
You lost it in the card game,
Oh, I was never mind.
but you have it right now.
Oh, so
that's
this
okay.
is a prequel to the other one, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
25 to 20. Nobody. 25 to 20. Okay. 2015. 18 for Gaston. Nobody's first in
18 for
initiative.
Kaliko.
Nice.
18.
Uh,
for
tie.
the rogues.
Kaliko will rival that.
With
Oh, dex off. Who's got better dex?
+6.
+4.
Nice.
Ah, Gaston. All right. 15-10.
Oh boy.
12.
12. I knew there was somebody there. All right. 10-5.
7.
5-0. 7. Okay, 7. All right. So
Don't feel bad. The only time I roll good is when I play Gaston.
nobody rolls like Gaston.
I'm okay with the fact that I've only been really good in combat. Knock on plastic.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. First to act. You see in the distance two thuggish men approach Zardoz. 25. They walk up to Zardoz and say, "Was that necessary?" And Zardoz turns and looks at them and says, "The bastard was going to blackmail me. I don't do well with bullshit." And that will be their turn. Gaston, it's your turn.
That's too far for me to get to.
All right, Gaston moves 25 feet.
I'm gonna pull my short bow out and I'm gonna shoot the boss man with my short bow.
Woo! All right, that's a distance of, let's see, 5, 10, 15,
Earthquake!
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Within range.
Okay.
80 is the optimal range for that.
Roll your attack
That's-
on the boss man. Oh, yeah. Roll your attack on the boss man.
Oh, that's gonna be 22.
You miss.
What?
22.
You see him turn around and goes, "So we will have trouble."
I smile sheepishly, like, damn, I thought that was gonna hit. I turn to the rest and shrug. That's all I got.
All right.
This is not our fight.
Glico, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting Gaston to jump down and take off running and then attack, so
High initiative, man.
I'll hold my attack and I'll hold an attack until I'm attacked,
Okay.
and I'll stay where I'm at.
Oh, you're going to stay with that and hold your attack, okay? And unless you're attacked. Okay, Vessel.
Crap. Hold on. I will. Let me look at where I am. I'm going to. Oh my god.
I was much more confident before he dodged the 22 to hit.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, how's this right?
TPK is his own team like a stone.
Oh, I know, right?
I have plot armor. The rest of you don't.
You sure about that? It doesn't exist in D&D. At least not the players.
I'm going to walk up to the bow of the ship
Okay.
while staying on the ship. My standard 30 feet. And I am just going to I'm going to hold crud, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold guiding bolt.
Okay.
For if I'm gonna hold guiding bolt for if anything attacks me.
Anything attacks you for guiding bolt for that. Okay. All right. It's your turn. Now it is Zardoz. Zardoz will
What have you
turn.
done?
Keep touching.
It's hard not to.
Well, I still want to talk into the microphones, people here. So let me turn it like this. Okay, so Zardoz turns and then begins to approach Gaston. 5, 10, 15, 20. He stops. He looks at Gaston. And he goes, "Nice attempt, but failure." He goes, "I'll give you a chance. run away right now.
I'm gonna turn around and I can't. It's all water behind me.
You see him he puts his hand on his face. Roll a perception check. I need everybody who's looking at Zardoz roll a perception check.
All right.
Oh, Lord. It's 12.
8.
23.
21.
God.
Beat me to the robot.
I'm a warforged.
I don't think I should have told me that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll deal with that in a minute. Okay. I got distracted because somebody sent me a message and started complaining about stuff. I'm gonna have to call them later. Try to straighten that crap out. Okay. I'm sorry, I got lost. Okay, so he turns and looks at Gaston and says, I'll give you a chance, run away. And what was the rolls on the perception?
21.
23.
You notice that his hand
8.
doesn't quite follow the contour of his face. It's different. He sinks in a little bit onto the aesthetic.
Now, is it like an illusion, or is his hand sinking into his skin?
You are taking the assumption that this is probably an illusion.
He's actually a Tarask.
And he goes, and he pulls his hand back and realizes what he did, and he goes, fine. And he'll use his bonus action to drop his disguise. And what you see is a tall drow, very fancifully dressed. And he looks at y'all and says, again, run away. This does not concern you. And that'll be his turn. And then you see in the distance a metal automaton that you'd seen before. Begins to make its way towards the dock. And Korith, it's your turn.
Dang it. For that new information, I have to think. So do they, it's like, are they leaving like space to open and run, or are they still blocking the way?
They don't seem like they're going to. I mean, okay, roll an insight check.
Fun. All right.
Let's see what you believe. Wow.
Everything.
You believe. Okay. You're not certain if they're telling the truth or not. Was that a natural one?
Yes.
Wow.
It's like my third or fourth one in the night.
Cody has totally been beaten out now. This is great.
Apparently, because
You have no
I
idea.
switched dice, it didn't help.
You have no idea if he's going to attack or not. You're just uncertain and left kind of just standing there and stunned.
So I
Okay.
noticed that he has one of those automatons. Does it look like the ones we found in the ship?
Yeah, very much so.
And another question: does acid melt brass?
Corrodes it over time.
Corrode over time. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go on top of the ship and try to get to the bow. I think it's what's called the pointy wood thing at the top.
That's awesome. Your character would know what it was called.
I know. She would.
The
Like I told
pointy wood
myself.
thing. That's the mast.
The stern.
Master. Okay, so like yeah, the stern, whatever,
Okay,
the
no.
thing.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna
make
go straight on that.
the bow.
Look,
Stand back.
I keep meaning to do research to for the character, but
I'm not a boatsman.
I'll do
I'm
that
not
next
a
time.
boatswain. Okay, so you make your movement. Are you gonna dash?
I will be. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to go from the stern or the mast and then jump off onto the dock so I'm away from them and I can actually get away from
off
there.
screen.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna climb the mast then. Okay.
Yeah. The pointy thing that you just like that.
It's not the mast, but
Yeah, it's not the
Okay,
it's that thing.
All right, yeah.
The thing that he was like, I'm the king of the world. That thing.
Okay. The
King of the world.
above the figurehead. You're going that direction. Okay, you're there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you dash and you get to that point. All right. Now it's the thugs' turns. The thugs turn to look at their boss, and they go, "Oh, Jaraxel, what do we want to do? What are you doing?" And he turns back and looks at them and he goes, "We're waiting to see if they leave. If they don't leave, kill them. And dump that body in the water." And you see one of them whoosh, drags the body and throws it into the water. And the other one moves into a position to leave an opening for people to walk through and wait.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
And so they'll sit there and wait. And then now it's Gaston's turn.
With him saying Jaraxel, would I know that name, being a rogue?
Roll a...
History?
Yeah, roll a history check. See if you've heard of him.
That would be me too, then, right?
Oh, I haven't. Hold on. Let's see. No, I rolled a 7.
18.
18?
Yeah, 18.
You've heard of him before.
Anyways, seeing what I'm seeing, and then also seeing the people I'm with just kind of wander off, I am just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my bow back on my little holster thing. Like, you know what? I misjudged the situation. I may have acted hastily. I just want to help my guy get his stuff out of here. And then I will leave you alone.
Okay. So you're going to move back onto the ship?
I guess so.
All right. Jaraxel, puts his hand on his face again. He goes, "You obviously don't understand. Leave.
I
It
can't
doesn't
leave.
mean get on the damn boat."
My guy's stuff is up here. I have to help him get it off, and then I'll leave.
And he looks at you and he goes, "No, leave."
Where's Neri, that big dumb
You
oaf?
should offer him a. You should offer a disguise as a peace offering.
He obviously has one.
Kaliko, it's your turn.
Kaliko is going to get off the ship and start making his way down the dock towards where he's the guy standing.
Okay, so you're gonna get off the ship and move towards Jaraxel.
Yep, all movement.
Okay,
How far is that?
that is 60 feet.
Okay. How close am I to him?
10 foot away.
10 feet?
Yep.
That's close enough for a conversation.
Okay.
So I'll just look at him as I'm making my way, obviously making my way, try to make myself obvious that I'm going past him. And just say, sometimes a business deal goes sour. We're all here to make a little money, and I myself am here just to make some money. He was supposed to pay me, but since you've tossed his ass in the water, I don't guess that's going to happen.
He turns and looks at you and goes, "A smart one, yes indeed."
So sometimes having friends in some in this town is going to end up coming a long way. I plan on staying here around a little while, so My services might be bought if needed.
He looks at you, looks you up and down. Says, maybe I could use you in the future. I can find you easily.
I make myself hard to find sometimes.
He looks at you and goes, I can find you easily.
I just nod.
Okay. Vessel?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, Vessel.
Forgot my own name. All right. I'm going to make my way down the bowsprit.
Okay.
I figured out. And then when I get to a point that I can hop down onto the dock underneath, I'm just going to hop off
All right,
onto
so-
the stone walkway beneath me.
15, 20, 25, 30. You're standing on top of some crates. But
I
you're-
don't necessarily want to be on crates, but
well, you've got.
is that where I landed?
That's you can be there or you can be behind the crates.
I'll be behind the crates and facing away from the ship. Like I have no intention on going towards the dude at all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You make your movement.
And that's it.
Okay. Now it's his turn. It's Jiraxel's turn. He makes his way towards the ship.
Attack of opportunity, Curtis. Get him.
Stop
No,
me back.
There was no aggression. There's no attack of opportunity.
You can still attack him.
So he walks right past you.
I've seen
and-
how it worked out the last time.
And
Yeah, no.
says nothing and moves towards the ship. Okay, his little automaton back here takes a couple of steps, stands at attention, and then looks like he's readying some sort of action in case something happens. Korith.
Do the same thing as Vessel.
Okay.
Just getting off the ship.
Okay, and if you want to make a dash,
How,
you can- if you dash, you can get completely gone.
Okay, well, if
Oh,
I stay
shit.
there, though, never mind. No,
I forgot dashing was a thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll dash and get out of there.
All right, you're gone. Vessel, did you want to dash as well?
Yeah, if you can do that retroactively, I'll just
You're
fucking-
gone too.
I'm like, psh.
Okay. Both these thugs are gonna walk up behind their boss. One stops, looks at you, looks you up and down, Cliko, and then continues on.
Taking you out.
That's fine.
Other one pays you no mind. Gaston.
I'm gonna look at my merchant boss and be like, "Hey, boss, I think we should go, maybe, because all the other people that were helping have bailed."
He turns to look at you and says, he goes, "Did you see him slay that barbarian orc?"
He didn't look that tough to me. But he did.
Okay, then he stops and says, "Oh, well,
Well, no,
get my stuff and take him down."
No,
and
no,
you
this
see
is
Jiraxel,
No,
his ears pick up,
No,
perk
let
up, and
me-
look. He goes, "What's going on?"
I'd be like, "No, boss, I tried to attack him. I shot him right in the face and he dodged it.
And he goes, "Well, you said he didn't look all that tough."
The
so,
barbarian, not this guy.
well,
This guy
Important.
looks scary tough."
Well, for
Well,
the
then-
record, the orc was tough.
he goes, well, then maybe we should get out of his way then.
I was
Before we
suggesting the
die.
same thing.
There's always more business opportunities in the city.
Maybe he won't take your stuff and we can get it anyways.
Right.
So,
Right.
all right. Gaston, what do you do?
Doop.
All right. You gonna dash as well?
Sure, I can just fucking vanish.
You gone? The merchant's like, wait, get back. And Neri is walking with him. He's just like,
You
come
son of a
on, let's
bitch!"
go. Neri walks him completely past. All right, so that's Gaston, Kaliko.
As Kaliko is walking away, he will change his appearance and just keep wandering in towards the city.
All right.
I
So
knew
you're
it.
gonna 30, and at this point, y'all pretty much everybody seems to be non-combative. We'll drop out from that point of combat, and you see in the distance, Jaraxel boards the ship, and the crew there just stands at attention and immediately accepts him as the new captain, as they had all watched him completely slay the slayer that they had known in the past, and just are dumbfounded. Y'all make wander into the city, and Gaston, the merchant, and Neri come up to you and say, well, the merchant's like, well, Gaston, maybe we'll circle back around in a little bit to see what's left on the ship.
Maybe.
And maybe I can recover my... But until then, let's go to the a pub. I feel queasy.
I don't know how far it is, but I heard there's a really good one on the outside of town.
We maybe shall go visit. And Gaston, you, Neri, and the merchant begin to walk away. Kaliko, you change your outfit and then just get lost into the city of Waterdeep.
Yep,
Unknown
I
to-
mingle with the crowd and I stealthily disappear.
Swoosh, disappear. Vessel, you kind of stand
Yes.
there with Korith and stare.
I look at her and I say, I hear there's a temple of Lathander here in town. I should go check in and see if I can be of use there.
All right. Nice fighting with you, mate.
Same. And I'm a Warforged.
Just all out of context and shit. And I'm a warforged.
Korith looks at you and
I gave
goes,
him a
I
nudge.
still don't know what the hell that means, but she nudges you.
I just assume that's what he looks like. That's his race. I assume it.
Perfect. Vessel, you wander off to attempt to find a temple, and Korith, for you, this stings and this stings bad. You have a
It does,
history.
yeah.
You have a history of winning and not being beaten, and only.
And I've gotten beaten twice.
And at this point in time, this guy Jaraxel, just with intimidation, just wrecked your group and yourself into walking away from probably one of the most dangerous armies that is starting to be amassed. And
Yeah.
you can't, for you and your history and your background, this is something you can't accept. You're going to need some help. You're going to have to find another group, some people who can help you take up arms against Jaraxel and their crew and his crew and his army of automatons that he has.
Right.
So you begin to walk into the city and begin to look for any type of adventurers that would lend an ear and roll an investigation check. As one group,
Heck yeah. Watch it be a natural one.
one group waves you off, another group waves you off, saying, "No, are you kidding me?"
Hey guys, do you want to fight
12.
Jaraxel?
12?
Oh, no, sorry. 13.
13. Another group waves you off, like, "Ha! Look, I don't want to die." He said, "Have you heard of this guy before?" It's like, there's no way. Nobody seems to want to lend an ear. And you kind of wandered the city for a while. This goes on for probably pretty much, with your role, it goes on for probably about
Weeks.
2
Weeks and months and years.
We'll say it's probably about a week. We'll say, and
Oh, okay.
as you continue to wander, you come across a large tower, and within that tower, it is a school of sorcery, and wizardry. And you begin talking to some of the people that are at the door, and you're like, you're pleading your case, like, please listen to me. There's trouble in Waterdeep. This guy, he has this construct army, and as somebody's walking by, they happen to hear your pleas for help. And hold on one second. Let me I gotta pull the information. I didn't write it down in my notes.
Speaking of writing down, I forgot what it was.
A woman. She introduces herself to you as Vajra Safra.
Vajra Suffer.
We know her.
She looks
Yes,
at you.
I do.
She looks at you and goes, "An army, you say?"
Ah!
And foreboding noises from the background.
Such a weird bird.
You see a kid. You see a young sorcerer in the background. Get off your magic tablet!
Speaking stone.
Aye, an army. I fear for the reverse of Waterdeep, lass.
She goes, "Well, I know of a group. They're reckless. They're stupid. But they do good work. Let me tell you about them." And she begins to tell you about a group of adventurers who own a tavern, oddly enough. And she begins to tell you that Troll Skull Manor is where you want to go. That this group of adventurers, a turtle, a blanking, a child, and you kind of look at a child, another dragonborn, a tiefling.
Tiefling.
I said tiefling. She goes, and a shifter. And she said, these are the people that could probably help you the best.
Or would be dumb enough to try.
Pretty much. Because she's pretty much like, yeah, here you go. This is your group. This. If you want to try and take on this level of danger, here's your crazy people. And she points you to the northwest of Waterdeep, out beyond the noble sections, out to Troll Skull Manor. So you set out, and you make way. And as you're beginning to make way, you see, as well, it's almost as you're there, you see what you assume is where Troll Skull Manor is. You see two individuals walk out of the Troll Skull. One seems to be a mage of some sorts, and the other seems to be dressed in some sort of official garb. Roll a straight intelligence check.
Right? 17.
70. You're pretty sure this is some sort of cop.
Right.
So you take a wide berth around them, just to make sure you don't get mixed. No mixed company with the cop.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into any trouble.
I don't
You're
want
trying
to provoke them.
Wouldn't this be about 20 guards coming out of here?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be about 20 guards coming out of here?
No, at this point in time, it's just the two of them.
Okay.
Remember, had it been the other way that we discussed in defending the darkness, then there'd been about 20 of them with them. Nonetheless, you give him a berth, and you push the doors into Troll Skull Tavern, and that's where we'll pick up next week's Attacking the Darkness.
Whew.
We're not open till after lunch.
So that's the end of this week's Defending the Darkness, and wow, almost a 2-hour one shot there for Knightley's introduction with Korith into the campaign.
Welcome, Nightly.
I appreciate it.
Hooray!
Yay! Got to be here.
Yay!
I'd like to thank everybody who stayed around and watched the entire time, and I hope everybody enjoyed the one shot.
It was good.
We will see everybody hopefully next week on Attacking the Darkness. Have a good afternoon, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.